What's good, everybody? Welcome to Outside the Playbook, where I'm on the road to 500 and I cannot get there without your support. Give this video a like, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching. That's one more for the good guys.
He's heating up.
Now, James Harden asked for another trade, and he got another trade, and it's time we had an honest conversation about this dude. All right, I'm not talking about legacy. Legacy is only brought up by people who want to discredit somebody's career or say they aren't as good as we think they are. James Harden is in a situation where two things are true at one time. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer, and at the same time, he's not that guy. Played with a number of Hall of Famers, a number of MVPs, superstars, super teams, and he has no championships to show for it. LeBron James gets hated because he's gone from super team to super team, but the man has 4 rings to show for it. Kevin Durant gets hated because he went to Golden State, one of the greatest regular season teams we have ever seen at that point in time, and he went to play for them, but he has 2 championships and 2 finals MVPs. James Harden does not get judged based on his talent level, based on his Hall of Fame status, based on being a supremely talented superstar in the NBA for majority of his career. Now, let's look at Oklahoma City. OKC is a Star-Lord and Thanos situation. Let me explain. Star-Lord, if he would have kept his cool, they get the gauntlet off his hand. The snap never happens. If James Harden gets paid by the Oklahoma City Thunder, James Harden, Russell Westbrook, KD, still the big 3 in OKC, the Golden State championship run never happens, and KD never leaves OKC. Instead, you pay Serge Ibaka, James Harden walks, he goes to Houston. You pair him up with Dwight Howard. They go down to Damian Lillard and LaMarcus Aldridge and the Portland Trail Blazers. Then you bring in Chris Paul. Chris Paul and James Harden, one of the best backcourts in the NBA. They go to the conference finals against the Golden State Warriors. They lose that series, and you say, if Chris Paul is actually healthy, there's no way we don't win this series and ultimately win the championship. Then, the following year, Chris Paul is healthy. Kevin Durant goes down with an injury. You have a 3-2 lead over the Golden State Warriors, and Steph Curry lights you up the last 2 games, and you lose that series. No excuses. Then you trade Chris Paul for Russell Westbrook, okay? Russ averages 27, 7 and 7, has his most efficient year of his career at 47% from the field, and you still lose with that man putting up those numbers as your Robin. At the end of the day, Houston was like, you know what? Maybe we keep Russ and we trade James Harden. All right. We like Russ as our leader. We would rather keep him. Russ gets traded. James Harden forces his way out of Houston after showing up in training camp out of shape. Now he gets to Brooklyn. I can do a whole separate episode or series of episodes about the entire Brooklyn situation. Forces his way out of Brooklyn. He goes to Philly. Joel Embiid, runner-up MVP 2 years in a row. Then he gets the MVP. All right. In my opinion, that was his best option to win a championship because the Eastern Conference was so wide open. And you guys are so supremely talented as a 1-2 punch in James Harden and Joel Embiid. You should have no doubt in your minds that you're at least going to a conference finals against the Milwaukee Bucks, the Miami Heat, or the Boston Celtics with a chance to get to the NBA Finals. And you don't do that. You don't make it out of the second round in either of those years. He has a back and forth with Daryl Morey. Lets Daryl Morey know in person and through the media that he does not like him. He doesn't want to be associated with him. He doesn't want to be a part of an organization that has him involved with it. Leaves Joel Embiid hanging, goes out to the LA Clippers. Now, I'm not saying that the Clippers are favorites. I'm not saying they're my pick. I'm saying on paper it should. We know the game is not played on paper. It's played between the 4 lines, and they don't have a chance to win a championship based on Kawhi, PG missing time. Westbrook, he's going to be a head case simply for the fact that everybody is going to wait for the opportunity to throw all of this at his feet, and James Harden's going to be out partying, hanging out, doing whatever it is that James Harden does on a regular basis outside the basketball court. So, no, they're not my championship picks. They're not my favorites, but an honest conversation can be had about James Harden being a great talent, a Hall of Famer, first ballot, one of the best we've ever seen score the basketball, but he's not that guy at the same time. Give this video a like, subscribe to the channel. That's one more for the good guys.
He's heating up!